Hey, what's up guys, Bizute here, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some posts from r/EntitledParents. There's a bunch of great posts in this video, so make sure to go down below, hit that like button, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It's the beginning of the video, but I'm going to ask for it. If you want to support the channel, go right now, but watch the whole video, maybe I'll convince you to do it. But yeah, there's a bunch of great posts in this video. These entitled parents are crazy, and let's jump right into the first post. EM demands us to leave a public park and tries to follow us home. This is my first ever entitled parent story, so hope you enjoy. Before the show starts, here's some background info. Remember that this happened months ago, so I don't remember all the details, but I'll try to keep the story as accurate as possible. So basically, there's a park that is 5 blocks away from me and in a different neighborhood. A lot of weird people live at that neighborhood, but we go there because it's the closest park from my house. I go to the park with my friends and my brother sometimes to play tag, but sometimes we see entitled little Kiwis at the park like EK. I used to be EK's friend, and he was part of our friend group, but then that EK started being annoying and I stopped being friends with him. So, one day, I decided to go to the park with my bro and friends to play tag, but little did we know, that would be the day that EK and EP would show up and harass us. Before the show, just a little reminder. Me, bro, my brother. F1, friend. F2, friend 2. F3, friend 3. EK, entitled kid. EM, entitled mom. ES, entitled kid sister. Me and my friends went to the park and saw EK there, and we didn't mind that much and carried on with our tag game. Then, EK starts going around the park whispering at everyone's ear and talking bad about us. We didn't mind, but all of a sudden, EK starts cursing at F3. At this point, we had enough of this little Kiwi, and we cursed back at EK. We started cursing back and forth, and all of a sudden, EK runs back home and starts screaming, "I'm telling my mom!" We carried on with our game, paying no attention to EK. All of a sudden, EK shows up with EM and ES. EM comes up to us and starts screaming, "How dare you bother EK when he is trying to have fun at the park?" F1 starts explaining everything that EK did and said, and EM starts screaming mumbo jumbo at us. The ES was about 19 years old, and for an adult, she was extremely immature. ES starts cursing and saying very childish stuff at us. Then, the EM says, "I'm friends with the president of this neighborhood. You better leave this park right now or I'll ban you from this neighborhood." F1 responds saying, "It's a public park and we have the right." EM interrupts F1 and starts screaming, "Yeah, but you have no right to bully EK." F1 responds again saying, "Yeah, but EK started cursing at." EM interrupts him and starts screaming, "If you don't leave the park right now, I will call the president of this neighborhood to ban you instead." At this point, we just start ignoring EM and continue on with our game. The EM then took out her phone and starts recording us saying, "I'm gonna record y'all, so if y'all do anything to EK, I will have evidence to show it to the president of this neighborhood." At this point, I whispered to all my friends, "Do you guys just want to go home? Because I really don't feel comfortable with someone recording us." And all my friends said yes. So I said to EM, "We're just gonna head home, because we really don't feel comfortable with the stranger recording us." As we headed home, EM, EK, and ES starts following us. F1 says, "What are you doing?" EM says, "Following y'all home, so I can tell your parents what you did to EK." I responded, "Isn't it weird to follow people home?" EM says, "I don't care what you think is weird or not, I'm telling your parents." Then, as we headed home, EM, EK, and ES starts taunting us and making fun of us. Like I said before, for a 19-year-old, ES was extremely immature. She was making racist comments about me and my brother. We're Asian. At this point, I had enough and whispered into F1's ear, "Do you want to just run home? Because this is kind of creepy." F1 responds, "EP and ES are fat as hell, and we definitely could outrun them." "I heard that," ES said. F1 says into my ear, "Let's just run." And I scream, "Run!" All of my friends started dashing home, and EM and ES could not catch up with us, so they just headed back home. When I went home though, I found out F1 and F3 got in trouble because apparently EM knew where they lived and went to his house to make up a story to F3's parents, and they believed the story, so F3 was grounded for 2 days because of EM. We sometimes encounter psychopaths at the park. My ex goes to that park, but we never encountered something like this before. Later in the day, thanks to Google, I found out that following someone home against their will is against the law, and in court I could sue the EM for harassment. This entitled parent story doesn't really have a happy ending, but I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for taking your time to read this. Remember that this is my first DP story, so if it's bad, you know why. Ever since I found the subreddit, I always wanted to post this story, but never had the time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed reading this. Goodbye. I'm not sure about you guys, but something seems a little fishy about this story. I'm not sure, but it seems kinda unbelievable that the EM would follow all the kids home, wanting to find out where they lived, when she already knew where 2 of the kids lived. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let me know down below in a comment how you feel about this. I know a lot of people like to post fake stories on the Entitled Parents subreddit. This could be a real one, could be a fake one. It had a lot of upvotes. I'll leave it up to you. Comment down below what you think about it. And let's get right into the next post of the video. EM comes over to hang out with my stepmom, tells me I should go to bed, and then agrees with my stepmom that she should hit me with her car. And we're back. The scene. It's months before my previous post about EM, to a time when my evil stepmom was around, and was enabling EM to come into the house to boss the kids around. I've mentioned this before, and really, she was targeting me because my stepmom hated me. This is a treat, y'all. It's 2 EMs in one story. How exciting. But it may not be as exciting as my others. I apologize. Meet the cast. EM, crazy neighbor. Me, OP. ESM, evil stepmom. New. The DLC I wish never popped up. Let's do this thing. It's late at night, and I'm just hanging out in my house. EM has grounded me for whatever reason she could pull out of her kiwi. And she's allowing her youngest daughter to hang out with literally my only friend at the time to torment me. They're gonna have a sleepover, and that means that I'll have to deal with this kiwi all night since I shared a room with the youngest daughter. She's only gonna be mentioned this once in the story. She isn't relevant. My dad was in the Navy, and at this time, he had night duty. So it was the perfect setup for EM and ESM to hang out on the front porch and gossip without my dad having to basically tell EM to go home and to have ESM finally go to bed. I'm sitting on the couch watching whatever show is playing on TV. Since I'm grounded, I can't touch the remote, but I can watch TV. EM and ESM decide to move to the back porch for some reason and leave the door cracked. I can't figure out now if this was intentional or not, but whatever. All of a sudden, EM comes in and shuts off the TV and smiles. She knows I can't touch the remote. Me, why did you do that? EM, because you should be going to bed. It's 10 o'clock. Me, it's Friday night. None of the other kids are going to bed. Well, they're not grounded, are they? Me, you're not an ESM, so I don't think you really have the right to tell me to go to bed. I instantly regret saying this, because I know for a damn fact ESM wouldn't have my back. EM, smirking. ESM, OP should be heading to bed now, shouldn't she? I roll my eyes and head upstairs to go to bed, but something told me to linger by the back door. Like I've mentioned, I'm a nosy person. ESM, taking a long sip of her wine. God, I don't know why her dad let her live here. She's too much. EM, opening the 10th wine bottle. He's too invested into his kids. I mean, you make time for him, and you have more kids. ESM, yeah, I know, right? Laughs. Maybe I should hit her with my smart car. Shouldn't hurt too bad. EM, she'd be out of your hair, that's for damn sure. I literally sat there with my jaw dropped open. I don't think sitting outside and drinking a kiwi ton of wine that my dad literally pays for is making time for him. And before you reply with, why didn't you call the cops? Because I was 13. I did, however, tell my dad, and that's what brought the downfall of their marriage. No, she never hit me with her smart car. This story right here is pretty crazy. I mean, this woman's talking about ESM is talking about hitting her daughter with her smart car. You can't be doing that. You're not out here trying to catch a felony charge running over your stepdaughter. Just sit on that back porch, Karen, drink your boxed wine, and let's get right into the next post of the video. EM demands my first class upgrade. This all happened back in 2013, and I just came across this subreddit yesterday. Me, just a 20-year-old punk. EM, entitled mother. FA, really chill flight attendant. I had just got back from Afghanistan about a week ago and was heading home on my post-deployment leave to surprise my father. He didn't know I was back. When I got to the check-in counter, the lady told me that my flight was delayed due to mechanical issues and that they were trying to find a new plane for the flight. This is important later. 4 hours later, I am boarding my flight. Now, the original plane did not have a first class row, but the new plane did, and no one was seated in them. As a veteran, they allowed me and a few others to board the flight first. Once seated, I put my headphones in and waited for the flight to depart. After the flight was loaded, and the flight attendant came on the speaker to tell everyone that the flight had the entire first class section open and that they would select seats at random to give people free upgrades for the flight. This is where everyone started to ask for the upgrade, some even getting belligerent demanding an upgrade. I didn't mind my seat and honestly did not expect to get selected for the upgrade, but As the lady was going around listening to people bugging her for an upgrade, she came up to me. FA. Excuse me, sir, would you like to be upgraded to first class? Me. Really? That would be great. I've never sat in first class before. FA. Well, it's your lucky day. Grab your carry-on and I'll show you to your new seat. As I'm collecting my belongings, the passenger behind my seat went hysterical. EM. What makes him so special that you gave him an upgrade? FA. Ma'am, the selection was random and his seat was selected. EM. That's Kiwi. He already got to enter the plane before me and my daughter, even though I was Zone A. How much more does he need? FA. Ma'am, I'm sorry, it was random. Me. To the attendant. It's okay. I can sit in my normal seat and she can have the upgrade. EM. My daughter needs an upgrade too then. Just give her a random upgrade too. FA. Ma'am, the seats have already been selected. I can't remove someone else for your daughter. You'll have to stay in your seat. At this point, the flight attendant took me to the first class seat and I sat down. She asked me if I wanted anything to drink and that everything was complimentary. So, I ordered a beer and a bag of chips and put my headphones in to enjoy my one and only time in first class. Fast forward to being in the air, an hour has gone by and I'm asleep when I feel someone tapping me on the shoulder. An hour has gone by and I'm asleep when I feel somebody tapping me on the shoulder. I wake up and it's the crazy passenger from before. EM, I'll take your seat now. Me. Well, I already settled and the flight attendant already told you no. EM, okay, how about you get out of your seat right now? I'm a mother, so give it to me. Me, agitated at this point. With all due respect, no, I'm just gonna stay here. After that, EM leaves and I put my headphones back in. A few minutes later, EM returns and pulls my headphones out of my head. EM, you're going to give me the seat. She then collects my phone and Kindle off the tray and stands up. Now I'm furious because she just yanked my headphone off and took my belongings, so I get the flight attendant's attention and explain what's going on. FA, ma'am, please return to your seat. I do not want this to escalate any further. EM, this is Kiwi ridiculous. Just because he's a soldier doesn't mean he should get his Kiwi sucked by everyone. I'm a Marine, by the way. EM then threw my belongings on my lap pretty hard, but I just sat there quietly until she went back to her seat. I apologized to the flight attendant. For all the trouble, and she told me situations like this is why they never really give free upgrades during a flight. The rest of the flight went normal, and I was able to surprise my dad. Edit. My cousin actually recorded me surprising my dad, one of the few times I've ever seen him cry. First off, I just want to say a big thank you to the OP right here, serving in the Marines, protecting the country. Thank you. But this woman right here is insane. I think the government should be alarmed about this woman. It's one thing to be upset before the flight takes off, but if you're getting up mid-flight, walking up to him, tapping him on the shoulder, taking his stuff, throwing it, saying, give me this seat, this is mine, lady, you need to be put on a watch list because you should not be allowed to be on flights after that. According to this woman, being a mother is something more valuable than being a Marine, and that entitles you to free seats and free upgrades for things. It's not how things work. Go sit right back down. And yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this video at. Drop a comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. It would mean a lot if you could go down below and support me on that channel. We're almost at 2K subs. We've been stuck here for a little bit, but help me get over that edge, help me hit 2K, and I'm going to keep bringing you guys these videos because you guys seem to enjoy them. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a great time making it for you, and it's Bizute. I'll see you guys later.